What is up, YouTube? This is your girl Killer Rose. Right now I'm making another video, and I just want to say that I've adjusted some of the things that I have on Minecraft, on my world. First I got to build more grass blocks, so I can just it'll be easier for me to take all this out. And I got to a point where I met my the pinpoint that I wanted to stop from here, so that way I could build some more stuff along the way. But yeah, I guess I wanted to explain about the things on the effort of trying. Some days I feel lazy, but other times when I do try to put the effort in, it feels like time slows down for me, and it's a good thing. It is very satisfying to know how much I could get done if I do put in the effort. I put things off time to time, and it's just been a struggle with me. And I always try to convince myself that there's always a good season, there's always a good start. But by the time I try to put my goal up, it's already been past that time, and so I end up regretting it each time. It becomes a cycle, and I just want to explain that to try is to put in to effort on doing something that you normally wouldn't do. Sometimes we put in effort without even trying. It's just become too accustomed to us. We don't necessarily try, but we ultimately have to basically just start. It is to start and know and be consciously aware that by the time you put in the effort of things, you will know gradually that you are starting to accomplishing them. And it doesn't have to be a goal per se. It could be a hobby that you're putting off and you feel a bit discouraged, and there's stuff like that is has gotten to me the most, which is basically writing. I love to write, and I haven't got to put down a routine that I usually do. I usually like to write every single day for the past year now. I just haven't got to write as much as I would want to. I end up forgetting about it, or I just end up getting too tired to even want to write, and the next day follows, and it sucks for me, because I love to sit down, have some coffee, and write down some thoughts. And if it's not thoughts, like if I can't think of anything, then I just write down goals or whatever I plan to do a week from now, a month from now, a year from now. There is no guarantees, so I like to constantly change the goals that I have. And I decided, instead of making it on Sundays on every video, I'm just gonna do whatever I want with my time. And yeah, I know it sounds selfish in a way, but I preferably would like to do more stuff on Minecraft. It's a privilege to live and to be healthy, and I do want to share a lot of things with you guys. So that being said, by the time I get done with this video, I'm gonna update the post that I posted, and pretty much say I'm gonna be posting whenever I have the time to post. and and do more content. And I'll probably play GTA 5. But the worst thing that's happening right now is that there's a lot of glitches, and it ends up becoming to a point where I can't play GTA as much as I would want to. Like the new what was it, Smoke in the Water or something like that. That 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 little store that you get from the, was it the car wash for money laundering. Well, I like Smoke in the Water. I think that's a good area to get. I just wish that they didn't have like make you like buy a car wash. For me it's like a waste of time, because you have to like literally pick up a car that's far out from the map and just basically have to drop it off. I like Smoke in the Water because you could just deliver things, and you could just go back to the Smoke in the Water store, the little tiny store that's like close to the beach and whatnot. But I'm having trouble with having to deal with actual like bugs, I guess, and then it just kicks me out of GTA Online. So I'm having a huge issue with that, and I'm not sure if it's just a game issue or if it's actual like my actual system, my Xbox system, that's causing problems. But yeah, I'm trying my best. I mean, recently I've posted GTA 4. That's another problem too. I don't have audio on that. I guess because of heavy copyright issues. I wish that I could have audio, but I'm not sure if it's just an Xbox thing. But it's definitely a guarantee that I've seen like other channels that do have audio on GTA 5 or GTA 4. GTA 4 Online is still active, which I'm still surprised about, and so it's pretty cool. But yeah. With that being said, I fight myself all the time when it comes to putting up tasks for myself. Like I feel like to have a season, or to have like a goal in place. Let's say if I wanted to do strength training, I would say, well, I haven't lost enough fat for me to show progress in lifting, which is not the case. It's not. It's like it's always a good time to start lifting weights. It doesn't matter if you're fat, or if you're too skinny. There is always a good way to improve yourself. In a way, there is no time limit or a certain month for you to start, and that's what's been a struggle of mine. I always say, well, as soon as I save this, I'll be able to get this, and which is the case. Sometimes you don't want to get yourself into like bad debt. There's no good debt, but there's debt. I just want to say that there's times where you have to tell yourself no, but in this case you gotta tell yourself yes sometimes, and it's just one of those things I always put off. Like I would say, well, I want better audio equipment because I want my viewers, my subscribers, to enjoy the content that I'm providing, and I don't want them to think that I am like saying things and not doing them. It is a way for you to be poor, by saying things and not finishing them, to say things and it's just out of hot air, a lot of people won't trust you because you say things and then you say another thing, and it just doesn't get things done. And so, it's basically like a tug of war for me, that I try to put in the effort of trying. And I like to edit sometimes. But when it comes to things that are very long for me, I end up getting impatient. And sometimes the things that I do edit, sometimes it's not good enough. At least for my standards, not in any shape or form a good editor. There's a lot of people out there that deserve to get paid because their editing skills is so good. But yeah, I do have a problem with that. I end up taking things too complex. I hate complaining. I want to be an advocate for mental illness and wellness. I want to share the world about how it's important to know and to see about mental health the way it is. It is not a beautiful thing, and sometimes it is. I want to share on what's based on reality than a fantasy. Because a lot of people do fantasize things about mental health. They think it's either cool, or they just have some sort of fantasy that they would like to be a certain way. For me, I don't think that's funny. I don't think it's cool for someone to suffer from a place that they're living in, and I think it's really important for us to have some sort of awareness and to understand it, and to either pray for others or help for others. Both is very important. For me, I think it's important for others to share their struggles, and to share some awareness, so a lot of people can understand that they're not alone in this matter. And so I have a struggle with accepting my own feelings. I feel like I have to be the bigger person or an ignorant person to ignore my own feelings and my own thoughts. And I'm trying to show more effort and more strategy to figure out my life, and it's just to treat yourself with kindness. That's what it is. Let's say you're struggling with depression. So what do? You know what you need to do. You need to get out of bed. You need to take a shower, and you gotta have a meal. That is the first start of your day, and it may seem like it's exhausting, and sometimes it is, but the effort that you put yourself in, you would definitely be a champ, not in the world's eyes, but in your own. Some people accept the reality what it is, and they don't want to change it. In most cases, some people do want to do something, but they physically can't. I have this issue as well. Um, the one thing that I have a trouble with is to learn Spanish. I mean, I've seen one comment, but that spoke Spanish, but I never got to learn Spanish. And what I did was I translated it on Google, and I read it, and I thought it was a nice comment, and so I hearted it. And that's the honest truth. I forgot Spanish at a young age. I would get that to a minute, but I would try to tell myself that it's important for me to learn my own native language. I want to communicate more with more people, and I do want to establish friendships along the way. And I think it's a good way to use it as a tool. You could get more jobs that way too, to have a second language. And it is an ultimate fact. Maybe it's not. Maybe I could be wrong, but from what I've seen and understand is that a lot of people need more Spanish speakers, and maybe it's it really depends on where you live. If you could tell that there's a lot of people who speak Spanish, then yeah, you will have to go to that area and figure that out. Or if there's just a variety of people, I could say New York. There's a lot of people out there that are have different races and religion and whatever it is. There's a lot of people who have different personalities and different characters, and they have different races. Everything is combined in one spot. I'm not sure if it's the same thing as Vegas or California, but it is whoever has the most popular tourism, who has a way for everyone to get gather together. I think it's the Grand Canyon. I think that's the most popular place for everyone to get together. Normally just to look at the mountains and the scenery, but I'm not really sure if that's an actual fact. But I know that if there's people out there, it really depends on what language is popular. First native language is in English, so of course you have to have at least a skill for that. But for me, when I try to learn Spanish, there's an app called Duolingo, or I'm not sure if I said it right, but it's just an app where you get to learn each other languages. And no, this is not a sponsor. I just want to share this, but it's just an app where you get to learn every language that they possibly can give you, and yeah. And I would try my best to go on to that app and try to learn as much as I can. But when it comes to the next day or the next day after that, I end up forgetting, and I don't go back to it right away, which kind of sucks because I just started and I felt like I completely just ruined what I started, and I had to go back and relearn the language that and it's so simple too. You're gonna have to learn about gender roles, hombre is a man, niño is a boy, niña is a girl, everything you gotta learn. It's gonna be so basic that you would think that it's so easy for you to understand just right away, but it's actually pretty hard. For me, it's like a game. You gotta translate what they're trying to say, and you gotta put it into your mind, really. Man, I made this very long. Okay, but what I'm trying to get is that I love to try new things. I love to learn so many things, and it doesn't matter what it is. I just like to learn. Sometimes if I do the same thing every single day, I end up getting bored. And then oftentimes I feel like my life is boring, so I don't really get to talk about what's interesting in my life or anything really. And so I have to figure this stuff out by providing content without having to sound so boring. And so but I don't like to think like that. I know I'm not boring. I like to think that I am wired differently. I think I would like to think myself as a person who does not like to get into a lot of trouble. Usually the things that I do, or usually the things that I go through, are in fact the ways that I do not appreciate. I if you hang out with the wrong people, the wrong things will handle you. It's it's a dangerous world. A lot of people don't think so, and for me, it's just a getaway, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to set yourself up for failure like that. You want to put the effort in things in your life, whether if it's mental health or physical health, finances, other things. It is important to establish what is right to you. And to know these things, you gotta be consciously aware of what you're trying to focus on. Like here, I'm trying to put the effort on making Minecraft videos and to make other content as well, so that way no one is bored seeing me doing the same thing every single day, or every single thing that I try to post on here. And that is the most important thing, is that I try to establish new things, new content. And that's what I'm trying to get at here, is that I want to start something new. And yes, this is going to be so long. This is going to be the biggest project that I'm trying to make. This is called The Cave. So it is like a long stretch. It's going to be dark, from the inside, of course. You're going to be surprised here and there. I'm not sure what I would want to do with it, but it's gonna be big. It's gonna be bigger than all the other projects that I have. And for me, I seriously want to start something, and this is it. This is gonna be the biggest project that I'm gonna try and create. And I ran out of room. Normally I don't do this. Normally I do want to write things down and see how things go, and but that's just my point. My point is just to try everything out. Make sure that you're consciously aware of what you need to do and how you're gonna apply the art of trying, and how you're gonna focus on your goals and how you're gonna manage them, and how you're gonna try and strike and figure out what is the way for you to be successful in. And it's not easy, because it's not. Otherwise, everyone would figure out their goals and complete them without even realizing it, you know? And, I mean, without even realizing it though, you would already accomplish it by now. But they're so scared and consciously aware that if they do complete it, the one question that they're gonna always ask themselves is gonna be, what's next? And a lot of people don't want to figure that out. There will be so many millionaires and billionaires and all these other people with names that we won't know until the next 5 to 20 years. There would be a lot of people that have opportunities, but because of their lack of willing to change or wanting to change, they will be in the same situation as they were as a year ago. No one wants to change, but I say do change for the better, and try to change for you and no one else but you. For me, I do want to change. I want to change as a person. I want to be able to do Minecraft as much as I can and do things that I do want to do without having to ask permission for it. Because I feel like I have to be the one that has to ask these things. But it's better just to do those things and don't look back on them. But that's just my opinion, you guys. It's just my way of thinking. You can try the effort of trying. Try your hardest. And I think you guys would go a long way if you put the effort on what it is that you like to do. What if it's fixing cars, you're an athlete. The art of putting the effort in speaks so much in volume. And it takes a while, it takes a long time for you to know and understand. I would ask myself, have I really tried? Have I really tried so hard that I end up having a satisfying life or a satisfying way of thinking? Have I really tried to put the end effort to show that I am capable of doing this and end up being proud of it? I don't know. It's not complicated. To know that if you could try hard enough, if I'm applying to right now, it would be like, have I really tried on YouTube? Have I really got to put in the work? Many years have gone by, and it's been a decade since I made this channel. Since 2014, I didn't know what I wanted to make or how I was gonna plan it. I was just there. Didn't really care about anything. I only consumed things rather than create stuff, and I wanted to create some things. I think back in 2018 I started out streaming on Nexer. Here's my cat, Nicolasa. I don't know what she wants, but she wants some she kind of got mad. I kind of like grabbed her stomach a little bit. But yeah. In any case, that's what boiled down to. And I'm like, I really need to try my hardest on YouTube. I really want to try this thing. You know, I want to make videos and I want to make people laugh, and you know, whether if you can relate to me or not, I would still would want to publish these things, to publish everything that I could possibly make without having to question myself and wondering the next decade that if I actually tried so hard. I want to be able to be proud of myself and do the things that I do without any question. So yeah, guys, that's just my my story right there. And so, with that being said, guys, if you've come this far, please like, comment, and subscribe. And for any other people out there, do your best, do your absolute best. So yeah, this is gonna be the ending of the video. I'm glad you got to see the things that I'm trying to build, and which, like I said, it's gonna be the biggest project ever. And now, if it doesn't go around like a whole loop, you know, because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to like build on the sides. And yes, it's not like there's gonna be a left and there's gonna be a right side. So gonna try and build as much as I can here. And it's like I said, it's not gonna end until I reach that this point, like right here, this spot right here. As soon as I finish everything that's on this block, I'm gonna, let's see, so as soon as I finish everything, I'm gonna make another warehouse right here. Now it's gonna be the one that I'm currently working for. This is my Chewy warehouse. It's a pretty cool warehouse. I still haven't built as much as I can just yet. Like, I want actual carts to go through here and back and forth, really, without having it to stop. You know, it's gonna be really cool once it really get finished here. But yeah. So yeah, this is the cave that I'm trying to build. Of course, with the cave, it's like solid rock. It's not like stone bricks. But for it to be a cave, I want it to be like a special cave. So yeah, this is what I have to do here. I have to like tear everything apart from here, and then I had to work my way up on the other side. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a whole lot, but I do really want to try this thing, and I do really want you guys to enjoy it. And so, with that being said, I'm gonna make another draft, guys. I'm gonna try and make something new here. I'm trying to think of making an input about how toilets, you know, being made. I don't know why it's so laggy, but it is. So yeah, just gonna leave this right here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Alright guys, bye.